Welcome Cancer to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 25th of September for the Sun or the Ascendant. With the Sun joining with Mars in your fourth house last week, that theme that's very much part of your core nature of the home, of protectiveness, of security is definitely very much to the fore. But this needs to interact with the energy in the sign of Taurus, which has really been giving you a much greater appreciation of fresh and new people and situations, and being a bit more radical in your approach in some ways, particularly over the last 4.5 years. Now Mars is clashing with Uranus this week, so Mars in your fourth house of emotion is not quite working in its relationship with Uranus, the planet of freedom. Is there something around where you live that's not working for you? Because if that's the case, or around family politics, you could be feeling quite rebellious this week, to be honest. And also with the Sun in an obtuse angle to Saturn in the part of your situation to do with freedom and independence, we know that Saturn usually reminds us of our responsibilities. Again, if you want to create some space from something that's not quite working for you, you could feel a bit hemmed in there as well. And all this builds up to the full moon, which occurs on Friday. But just be aware, Mercury, which has been in your sector of everyday communications since the end of July, but going through a bit of a tortured time since the 4th of August in its pre-retrograde shadow, then the retrograde itself from the 23rd of August to the 15th of September, that emerges from the post-retrograde shadow on Saturday as this week draws to a close, but forges a stunning link with Jupiter at the start of this week and Uranus at the end of the week. So there could be someone else who completely gets where you're coming from, and this person can really give you quite the lift. And it may be a friend who you can talk to in a way that feels safe, and you can share ideas and perhaps even open up a little bit about some of those more sensitive strands. But on Friday, the full moon occurs in the sign of Aries, which for you is where the moon is in the most visible part of its journey, the 10th house. So it may seem to you that other people can see into your emotions. Whether they can or not, it would take a very shrewd person to be able to do that. But you could feel a little bit more vulnerable, particularly around family politics, or if you are thinking about moving, or where you're living at the moment isn't quite working for you. So I think that this week is a mixture of tender and potential frustration if you're not able to enact some of the variety or freedoms that you would really like. But stick with it, because I feel that in the past, perhaps when things have been a little tender, perhaps you've withdrawn or avoided saying how you feel. I think the opportunity with Mercury forging such a great link with Jupiter and Uranus at the end of this week is actually to say how you feel in a much franker way, and just see where that takes you. Please click underneath this video to view your year 2024 deep dive astrology and horoscope forecast for all the zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces. Also, you have an exciting opportunity to order your year 2024 personal horoscope forecast from me now, based on your personal birth data. No two charts are the same, by seeing the link beneath this video. There's 30% off, and this also gives you the opportunity to get your character analysis report, your life roadmap. These reports will give you searing insights to plan your future moves, but most of all give you a much greater understanding, an intimate understanding of the patterns that have played out in your life so far and how you can seize opportunities future forwards. Please see the link beneath this video for more.